we are going to move forward to discuss more about loops, whereby for loops we're going to see different kind of loops and see. So for a loop, let me check. For a loop, we're going to do loops. So we're going to discuss more about loops. Discuss more about loops. For loops now, I'm going to enter. So we're going to clear this script. So you've seen this how we use a function with the loops. So you have to specify which range do you want. Is it 1 to 10, 1 to 5? You'll be on point with what you want. So you're going to, for loops, used to iterate over a sequence like a list. These are over a sequence like a list. Also like a list, dictionary strings, or a list, dictionary strings, or a list, dictionary strings, or a range. So that's for a loop. That's for a loop. I'm trying to look for help, so at least we've solved that. So for loops, we're going to step now to hop into loops, whereby for loops used to iterate over a sequence like a list, tuple, dictionary, strings, or range. Now for that, we're going to see on how we can try and build that's for loops. So we have 4 loops. So this is what I'm going to do. So we have for loop, for loop. This one over here is used to iterate over a sequence, and this sequence over a sequence, and this sequence like a list, tuple, dictionaries, all those kind of things. And also we have while loop. While loop repeats this one repeats as long as condition a specified as long as a specified conditions remains true. Condition remains true. So this is how as you can see we have as long as the condition remains true, we're going to use. So as you can see, for loop is used to iterate over a sequence like what? List, a tuple, dictionary, strings, or range. While loop repeats as long as a specified condition remains true. So we're going to move forward by doing we also have loop control statements. So we have a loop control statements. We have loop control statements. Loop control statements. So for these ones we have a break. So for this one over here we do enter. So we have break. So we have break. So break. So we have break. So we have break, whereby break exists the loop prematurely. This one exists the loop prematurely. This is the loop prematurely, and then we have continue, whereby skips the rest of current iteration and move to the next one, and move. So skip skip the rest of current iteration and move to the next one, the next one. So that's how we're going to do it. So we have all those things. So it's for the continue, skips the rest of the current situation and moves to the next one, moves to the next one. So also we have pass. So we have pass over here. Pass does nothing. It is a placeholder. Pass, this one does nothing. It is just a placeholder. It is just a placeholder. So that's all about loops. Now we're going to dig deep into examples to at least know and try to understand how we can know about this. So we are going to see we are going to use the for loop, and then you see how it goes. So these are some of the things. So we have for loops used to iterate over a sequence, like list, tuple. Also we have range. So we're going to try that with the range. And then while loop repeats as long as the specified condition remains the truth. Or loop control statement breaks exits the loop prematurely, continue, skip the rest of the current iteration, and moves to the next one. Also we have pass does nothing. It is just a placeholder. So first of all, we're going to start with the for loop, which is used to iterate over a sequence. That's what you're trying to try where to start with. That's what you're going to check on the for loop. So first of all, we're going to do this. This remain into. We don't want it to interfere with any of the scripts that you're going to make. So that's better. So we're going to start with the for loop, whereby we're going to do for. So this is a for loop in range into the parentheses, let's say 10, and then we close the parentheses, enter. So we're going to print this is the for loop, whereby is used to iterate over a sequence. So we're going to print and then to bracket into the int I print into the parentheses, you see. So as you can see, these these are range. We're going to talk about, so iterate over a sequence. So these are range. So we're going to run the current script to see what will come on. So a range, the range 5, this one over range 10 generates number from 0 to 9, whereby 10 is not included, and also in between. So from 0 to 9, so those are the range in between 1, 2, 3. So 0 and 9, 0 and 10, that's where the range runs between. So for I in the range, this one over here, this is a loop of the loop over here 4 is used in the range of 10. It iterates over this number, so it iterates over. So this function, this loop over here iterates over these numbers. So print each number on a new line. So this one print each number on a new line, whereby you're going to run the current script, whereby, as you can see, whereby we're going to check Okay, so let's see for entering indent. So let's see how we can do this. Let's see. Let's see how I can do this. Let's say let's say let's see. Okay, so we're going to try this out, and then backspace. Let's see how it goes. Run, sorry. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so we're going to see let us see over here.